Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of Andrewsfootball.com. Happy New Year! And if you're new to my channel and you haven't had an opportunity yet, there's a button right around here. See it, see it, see it? Bam! Hit that button. Become one of the greatest people on planet Earth. My channel, scientifically proven to make all your wildest dreams come true. And now Andrew's Football is breaking down every single wild card game and breaking down every single playoff game. And I'm going to start with Saturday afternoon's game between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. Now, I'm using the William Hill app in Iowa. I have that downloaded to my phone. Currently, the spread is the Houston Texans are a 2.5 point favorite, but every casino will do something a little different, and I'll get in. I'll kind of touch base on that here later on in the video. But bottom line, the numbers that I'm getting may be different than the numbers you're seeing. But currently, I have the Houston Texans as a 2.5 point favorite. Now, if you do need my expert analysis and help, you can always email me at askandrewsfootball@yahoo.com. Please give me 24 hours to respond. If you want advice on a Saturday game, I'm going to probably shut my phone off Friday night, Saturday morning, 2-3 a.m., somewhere around there, maybe 4 a.m. Central Standard Time. But I will try my best to respond to you if you do have a question. Now, this is a really, really fun game because there's a lot of similarities between both teams. Okay, both teams are 10-6. Both teams got to rest the majority of their starters week 17. Both teams have young, athletic quarterbacks. Both teams have really good defenses. Both teams have wide receivers that are deep threats. Both teams have physical running backs. Basically, when I break down this game, I give the defensive edge to Buffalo. Okay, I think Buffalo's got a better defense. I don't think that can be argued by anybody. Buffalo has the better defense. The offensive edge I give to the Houston Texans. I think the Houston Texans have a better offense. Again, I don't think that's really a debatable fact. Special teams, I give the Houston slightly. I will say that Andre Roberts has had a history of returning punts and kickoffs for touchdowns, but overall, I think the special teams units goes to Houston slightly. You may want to argue this with me, but when I look at both teams, I think Houston has the edge. Special teams, home field advantage, of course, will go to Houston because the game's being played in Houston. Now Buffalo is 6-2 on the road, and Houston's 5-3 at home. But keep in mind the last game they rested a lot of starters. I'm not really counting that, so I'm going to say they're 5-2 at home. Buffalo has the right recipe to win on the road: a strong defense, strong running game. And they're a team that can really win on the road. The thing is that when I look at this game, two things really stand out to me. And that's experience and quarterback play. Okay? First off, experience. Houston made the playoffs in 2015, 2016, and in 2017, they were looking pretty good. They had Deshaun Watson as a rookie, but when he got hurt, everything just kind of fell apart. And last year, 2018, they did make the playoffs. The Bills' last two playoff appearances are in 2017 and what's called the Music City Miracle. Bills fans don't call it that, but that was in 1999. Okay? And the thing is, the 2017 Buffalo Bills team, the offense was significantly different. Quarterback was Tyrod Taylor. The running back was LaShawn McCoy. Starters were that are no longer there: Zay Jones, Charles Clay, Richie Incognito, Jordan Mills, Eric Wood, Vlad Ducassi, and their offensive coordinator was Rick Dennison. Now, the defense has gone through some changes, but not as much as the offense. The offense is completely revamped. Now, is it better? Yes, it is. The 2017 offense averaged 18.9 points a game, while this offense has 19.6. That's 0.7 points better. It's not great, but it is better. Now, you have to understand NFL rosters go through change, but this is a monumental change. So when you look at playoff experience, big check mark to the Big check mark to the Houston Texans, which the majority of their players have played in playoff games, where the offense for the Bills, almost nobody has played in a playoff game. There's a lot of new faces there. Playoff football is a different beast. I really think experience is huge, and the Texans have the experience. The Texans are used to it. The Bills are not. The next thing is I'm looking at Deshaun Watson versus Josh Allen. And for those of you who've been watching my channel, a couple of years ago, I was taking Krav Maga, and I actually trained with one of Josh Allen's teammates at the University of Wyoming. This was during Josh Allen's senior year at Wyoming. So there's always going to be a soft spot for me when it comes to Josh Allen. I always felt like I had some inside information on Josh Allen coming out of Wyoming. So wherever Josh Allen went, I was going to be a fan of his. And I love Josh Allen. I think he's the most athletically gifted quarterback in the NFL, period. He's got the strongest arm in the NFL. And I'm a Chiefs fan. I got Patrick Mahomes. Now, Patrick Mahomes has more arm talent, but Josh Allen has more arm strength. I mean, Mahomes is a better quarterback. That's without saying, but is there a more athletically gifted quarterback than Josh Allen in the NFL? I don't think so. And yes, I'm fully aware that Lamar Jackson's there. But this is a guy who could be a tight end in the NFL if he wanted to, and he could throw the football over 85 yards. That said, how many Bills fans, if you had your choice, could you go with Deshaun Watson this game or Josh Allen? How many of you would really go with Josh Allen? If you're being honest, almost nobody. Maybe Josh Allen's mom, but that's it. If you had your choice between Watson or Allen for this game only, you're taking Watson. All right? I love Josh Allen. I'm not dogging him. Somebody's going to watch this and say, oh, you didn't respect Josh Allen. That's bullshit. Okay? Allen's completion percentage, 58.8. Deshaun Watson, 67.3. It's almost 10 percentage points better. That's a monumental difference. All right? So, and here's another thing is that this, not only do I think Houston will win and cover, one thing I'm also looking at, and I rarely draw from college experiences, but Deshaun Watson in 2015 loses the national championship game to Bama. 2016, they go against Alabama, a team that's actually better than the 2015 team, and they're heavy favorites, and Watson wins. So in 2015, they lose to Alabama. 2016, they beat Alabama. Last year in 2018, they play a home game as AFC South winners in Houston, and they lose. I think this year they're going to be the 2019 AFC South winners and win. And I think he's going to do the same thing he did against Bama. I think he's going to do the same thing against the Bills. They lost last year. I think they win this year. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Bills fans are going to try to play the underdog role. The line's 2.5. Okay? That means that Vegas thinks it's on even field. The Bills are the better team. So don't give me this underdog shit or everybody hates us. I hate it when people are coming out saying it's us against the world and they're just looking for something to bitch at. No. Don't play that underdog bullshit with me. Vegas thinks the Bills have the better team. They're giving the home field advantage to Houston, which is huge because they did the same thing last year. All right? I'm actually really surprised because J.J. Watt's going to play in this game. So I really think the line should be 3.5. I'm shocked it's 2.5 to tell you the truth, but people like Buffalo. The reason why the line's at 2.5 and not 3.5 is people are betting on Buffalo. So Bills fans, if there's a Bills fan, I love me some Bills social media. I love me Bills Mafia, but don't give me this bullshit about your underdogs, right? You're not, okay? To summarize why I think Houston will win and cover 2.5, experience plus home field plus J.J. Watt, plus Deshaun Watson is too much for the Bills to overcome. Now, how do the Buffalo Bills win or cover? And the key is to keep the score low. The higher scoring the game, the more Houston has the chance to win. The lower scoring of the game, the better Buffalo has to win. If this ends up being a shootout, Houston has a huge advantage. If this ends up being a low-scoring 6-3, 10-7 game, then the Bills have the better advantage. They have the better defense. I think that if it's a low-scoring game and you're counting on something fluky to happen, the odds are definitely in the Bills' favor. But if you have a game that even when I say double digits, I mean you could have a game like 21-17 that definitely favors Houston. They have more offensive skill, talent. They have better skill position players, and I think Deshaun Watson's experience plus combined with the loss last year really puts them over the edge. I really like Houston to win and cover 2.5 for this game. Now, if you haven't already, and why haven't you? There's a button right down here. See it? Bam! Hit that button. Become one of the greatest people on planet Earth. Have a happy new year, and I will see you tomorrow.